Hey everybody, this is Matt Grandy with Dyeco Incorporated out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I want to show something to you guys today, a little bit of a demonstration. I'm specifically doing this for a customer of mine that has an application that that I think might speed up their process. I'm not sure, and it's kind of a test, a way of testing that out. So what we have here is a Oxy-Lance torch. This particular brand, the one we're looking at, is made by Broco. They're out of California. There are other companies out there that make these. Oxy-Lance is another really good one. We also carry those. The two main ones that we carry are Broco and Oxy-Lance. But what this is a oxygen induced system. And as you can see, the torch on the left, there's one line, a green line running it to an oxygen tank with a regulator on it, and then you have a cable. The cable is simply, probably a size number 1 cable, but it runs to a battery which is located back here. Okay, so you have a positive. I think the positive, which doesn't really matter which is which, but you have the positive running to the striker, okay? You have the negative running through your canvas there, all the way up to the torch, and when you touch the end of this rod, it sparks. You spark that, you squeeze a little bit on that trigger, and it induces oxygen through the rod. Your rod becomes your fuel, oxy fuel. Oxygen, the combination of the rod and oxygen, burn at 10,000 degrees instantly at the tip of that. So whatever you put the end of that rod up against, you're going to burn. Whether you need to, bore out a pin that's frozen, the idea with that is you punch out the center of the pin, let it cool, and it shrinks. It has room to move, loosening the pin, and you're able to press it out, or many times just smack it out with a hammer. What we're going to do today, what we're looking at, is a socket off of a drilling rig, just for demonstration purposes. But it's 5 inches in diameter there out at the side facing us, and I just want to take a slice off of that. The application that I'm interested in testing out to see if this would be more effective from a time standpoint is removing risers at a foundry. Some of these risers are 20, maybe even larger than 20 inches, and currently they're using 5/8 inch carbons to kind of gnaw at them like a beaver, taking anywhere from 3 to 5 hours depending on the application to get through. So just to give us an idea of how long it's going to take, we're gonna put a slice through this 5-inch piece of steel and go from there. So with that being said, let me just go over the setup real quick. The up here on the top left of the screen, where the rods go into the torch, this rod in particular is a 3/8 inch diameter rod, 36 inches long. It's also available in a 3/8 diameter, 60 inches long, or 5 feet, so you get longer burn times. This would be a good application for the foundry. These rods come in 18-inch lengths for short, short jobs, small jobs. If you need to blow a bolt out that's relatively short in diameter, or you don't have the space for a longer rod, you can go with an 18-inch rods are available in all the way down to 3/16 inch diameter, which is really small, 1/4 inch, and then as well as the 3/8. I have these available in a 1/2 inch diameter by 4 foot length as well. So the only thing you got to change in the head of the torch is the collet that accepts the rod. The different diameters, bigger collets, bigger rods, and vice versa. So striker plate's pretty simple. Ugh. There's a piece of wood in this handle. It's an insulator, and then you have your copper striking pad that runs off that battery. And you follow that up here. You got your battery hook up there, and then your line up here to your oxygen tank. You can play with your oxygen pressure depending on, you know, what type of force you need or volume. Typically, for what I'm going to be doing, I'll probably be running around 60, 70, somewhere up in here. All right. So it's as simple as that. No electrical power source. You don't need an engine drive or anything like that. You just take off and you're off and running. So it is portable. The consumables are the rods and the oxygen you're going to use. Besides that, you know, it is a standalone unit. So let me get resituated here. We'll light it off and start the timer. So with no cleanup, I don't know if that's coming up on the camera with this light or not. There we go, that's better. Gotta add my times up. But that was 5-inch thick steel. Now, I don't know. I'm venturing to guess it's less than 5 minutes going through 5-inch. And I will play with this rod now and light another one off and just wash this in hopes of trying to clean it up. That worked pretty quick. Did some washing just to show you guys, and then just to gouge. Nothing special, but I mean, in that little bit of time, you're removing a lot of metal. The other positive or plus about using this over carbon arc is you're not blowing carbon into the base metal. So really, you grind that up, chip it out, and there's no chunks of carbon captured in there. I don't know if that's an issue or not. So yeah, hope this was informative and that someone finds it helpful. But once again, this was the Broco Oxy-Lance torch with 3/8 inch rods by 36 inch long. I also have this available from a company called Oxy-Lance. They have a very nice setup as well. And with the Oxy-Lance system, the rods that you can get with that system, I guess they would be interchangeable between Broco and Oxy-Lance, but the rods with the that come from Oxy-Lance have a belled end, and what that gives you is the ability to link 2 rods together, I think up to 3 rods together, to give you length for longer burn times. So if you had 3-foot rods, technically you could have a 9-foot burn, you know, if you can guide it. So anyway, check us out. If you guys want to see a demo live, I'd be more than happy to do that. Once again, it's Matt Grandy with Dyeco Welding in Harrisburg. This tool, you know, we sell it mainly, honestly, for pin removal, blowing centers out of pins and letting them shrink so you can knock them out. But it has a ton of other uses and advantages in the right application. So I hope you consider it. Thanks. Have a blessed day.